to tonight's recap of Big Brother 14.
Alright, so if you notice, this is going up a little bit late because we had internet issues.
Alright.
And
it's in the past.
Exactly, we hope.
So last time, JoJo was eliminated and Shane won the HOH.
Well, now that JoJo's gone, he could totally make out with Danielle. Or Frank.
No! Alright. So let's talk about Shane's HOH room.
No one wanted to go up there. They're all down on him. And there was some pics, and it was really kind of weird.
They're like, ooh, who's this Shane? He was like, that's my sister. Don't make any moves, Ian.
On her picture. What the hell?
Last time I checked, no one could come in the house that wasn't already there.
Yeah.
So.
The whole thing was really kind of awkward because nobody wanted to eat his food, but then nobody wanted to be the first one to leave either. So there was like total crickets up there. But I tell you what, Janelle's team's crapping out a brick right now.
Yeah, they are.
Because they know it's their turn to go up on the block.
Dan's feeling pretty comfortable though, because Danielle and Shane seem to have a little showmance developing. So Dan and Brittany are kind of like the parents of Shane and Danielle, and their 2 children are dating.
Well, it's almost an arranged marriage that no one wants to be in.
I don't know if I'd describe it like that.
Well, it's very awkward.
Alright.
Shane doesn't want to put up Frank. And he's kind of showing his hand that...
They're bros.
Yeah, well... Okay. So, Joe cooks up a royal breakfast.
Joe, please stop yelling in the diary room.
That thing on his chin almost looks like he took some Scotch tape and stuck it on there. He's cooking it for the king of the house. And it's the royal breakfast. If he would have woken me up when I was trying to sleep in, dreaming of Carmen Electra.
What is this, the 90s?
I know.
Come on, Shane.
Deliver me. I would have punched him right in his dumb face. And why does he always wear the chef jacket?
I don't know. But let's find out a little bit more about Ashley. Hey, Ashley, so are you like a hippie?
Yeah, I'm totally a hippie, but I really love rap music and dream boards.
Okay. Well, can you tell me a little bit about dream boards? I'm intrigued.
Well, a dream board is like this board that you put stuff that you want on it, and then you get it.
So, do you like put big things like marriage and kids at the top, and then like smaller things like electronics near the bottom?
Yeah, I totally got an iPhone from my dream board. I was in Target and the guy said to me, do you want to trade in your Droid for an iPhone? And I was like, my contract's not up. And he was like, that's okay. Do you want to be an eagle? I want to be an eagle. You could totally put that on your dream board. You have to fly with the eagles. You can't just be like, when you do it. You have to really want it or it's not going to work. Okay, so...
Mike Boogie was just like...
Yeah.
The whole time.
Shane is not going to put up his brosive Frank. And...
He's going after Will this week.
Exactly. That's unfortunate for Will. I have a love-hate relationship with Will.
So do I.
I love him, but I hate the way he's playing the game. It sucks. Alright, so we have our learning moment this week. Jen talks about what it's like to be gay, how she came out, and then Danielle has a stupid moment.
Danielle's like, I was kind of afraid of lesbians before, but I feel a lot better about it now.
Well, that's great.
Danielle, are you serious?
What the hell? I'm not even going to comment on that. It's just so dumb.
Alright.
But as dumb as Danielle is, she knows it's a good move to put Frank up.
But Shane's just like,
I love him too much. I think we're going to get an apartment after this all blows over.
Alright, so it was time for the coaches competition, and it was Big Brother Jim.
Feel the burn.
So this was kind of a physical challenge.
Kind of.
There were 3 different stations. Basically.
Yeah, when you got eliminated, well, the person who had the lowest reps at each exercise station was eliminated and had to clean out a locker.
It wasn't all bad though, because you could win a prize.
Yeah.
So the first round was called Booty Scooty, and it was kind of gross.
It was extremely gross, and Brittany was the least gross. She was knocked out. She got a slop assignment, so she had to assign 2 people slop for the week, and it was Ian and Joe.
Because Ian was all like,
teacher, teacher, teacher.
Yeah.
And Joe's just a little bitch, so I'm glad he got it.
The next one...
He was pissed, too.
The next one was called Hip to Hip, and you basically just had to move your hips back and forth. Which
Well,
Boogie could not do.
I think he needs a hip replacement.
He was like moving his whole body.
It was really bad. Ugh.
So Boogie was out that round. And
Well, after the embarrassment was over, he found out that he won $10,000 for him and 2 friends. That would be 6 for him, or 6 for someone, 3 for someone, and 1 for someone. So of course he gave the 6 to himself. He gave the $3,000 to Ian, and he gave the $1,000 to Jen.
pretty sure he was just going to give it all to Frank. But Frank was like...
Yeah. It was really touching because Ian started crying.
Oh my God,
I felt
it was
so
so
bad
sad.
for him. He's such a little baby. Oh, Ian. All right, so the final event was tongue trainer.
This was just funny.
And we just found out how spastic Dan is.
It came down to Dan and Janelle.
Right. And
You had to move this little switch thing back and forth with your tongue.
yeah,
Dan was like,
Dan was horrible at that. Does he even know how to eat?
I don't know.
I think he has to have a bag to eat his food or something because...
Well,
Yeah.
as expected, Janelle won this challenge.
And Dan got the prize, though. He got to pick 5 people and himself as members of a sushi party.
Sushi and cocktails.
Oh, pinkies up. All right, so he chose the 3 coaches, of course, and Shane and Danielle. Duh. So Janelle wins the coaches comp, and she decides to keep her boy Will safe.
Uh-oh.
Smart move because...
Looks like Shane needs to come up with a new plan.
Exactly.
But first...
We find out what the have-nots get to feast on this week. And it's cereal and salmon. And I'm like, what the F? This is supposed to be a punishment, not a reward. That was ridiculous.
Well, Ian's thrilled about it. He says this is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, and it was all based on the Boogie Willie fight where he was like, you eat your Fruit Loops and I'll eat my salmon. Okay, great. So Janelle and Joe go up to the HOH and they're like, yeah, we'll work with you. We're open to it. Gee, could you ask a little more crappier?
I know.
Oh yeah, we'll work with you. Not like, please
Yes,
don't
we'll
put us
work
up.
with you.
And then Boogie and Frank go up to the HOH.
Brittany's basically like, I want to put one person from your team and one person from Janelle's team on the block.
That's a smart thing to do because then it's not obvious.
Well, it was nomination time, and as they were calling Shane to the diary room, Brittany and Shane were still talking it out, trying to figure out who was going to go up.
They spend so much time farting around that they never got the box ready for the noms.
They don't get that much time in between the coaches' competition and the nominations.
But they were slacking. Alright, so Shane nominates Joe and Ashley.
Ah.
Ashley was pretty clueless. Joe was pissed.
Yeah, but then after, when she's in the diary room, she's like, I can't trust anyone.
I think somebody told her to do that.
I don't know.
But Joe will make Shane pay if it's the last thing he does. Okay. I think you're going, Joe. Till Wednesday. Much love.